Hi, I'm Richard and I co-lead the in-house team at MRA. It's been a bit of a mixed picture, if I'm honest. Definitely an uptick from what we saw in 2024, but a bit patchy. A lot of the volume has come from some of the larger institutions in the market, if you look at the market as a whole. And what that might mean for you as a candidate is that the opportunities you hear about from external recruiters tend to be those that are coming from smaller boutique businesses rather than those big institutions. It's been pretty broad and pretty varied. Some of the main areas have been commercial and data privacy, debt finance, particularly leverage finance, regulatory, pretty broad spectrum of regulatory. And again, if you look at the larger institutions, a fair demand for derivatives. And if you look at what that means in the context of the bigger picture, and historically, it's pretty consistent with what we would expect to see in financial services, where there's quite a strong demand for relatively narrow specialisms, as opposed to some of the broader, more mainstream areas like corporate. So some businesses will have inbuilt internal constraints in that their in-house lawyers are already the highest paid non-revenue generators in the business. So that can be difficult for them. We have had some upwards trends. For example, we work for a group of businesses in a particular part of the financial services sector. And for some experienced lawyers going into standalone non-management roles, their base salaries can now touch £200,000, which not too long ago would have been unheard of. But that sort of thing, I would say, is still the exception. If you look at the majority of legal counsel or senior legal counsel roles, or what you would see referred to as AVP or VP roles in the banks, I would say the base salary bracket is probably from around 110,000 to 160,000, something like that. And to get into the high 100s brackets, you really need to be in a director role or a management role. We're very happy to have conversations with potential candidates who are thinking about that move and to talk about how you should approach the market. We've also produced a fairly comprehensive guide to moving in-house and working in-house, and we'd be very happy to send you a copy, so please do drop me a line.